We have another teacher. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
We have
Hello,
another
sir.
person teaching you people, so that I will stop.
No,
sir, we have
sir.
been waiting
No,
for
sir.
you.
Sorry.
We have been
I think
waiting for you.
it's about raining here. The network was causing some problem, but at least it's okay now. I've changed my provider to another one. So animation, we are talking about animation before that particular class ended. So I said, I'm sorry. I'll write to your ICT to give me the link to the uninterrupted Zoom. That's what we are supposed to use. And when we use that, it normally records in the cloud, and that will be available to everyone. But this one I'm just doing now will be recorded on my computer. So I have to find a way of sending it to all of you via email or putting it on the portal so that you can download it and watch. So animation is the rapid display of a sequence of images of 2D artwork. What you mean by 2D is 2 dimensions, it's on paper, not 3 dimensions. So when you see Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, Lion King, and other kind of cartoons being played, those ones are animation. They are sequences of drawing that are now simulated with computer algorithms and make them appear as if they are moving. So it's an optical illusion of motion due to the phenomenon of persistence of vision and can be created and demonstrated in a number of ways. So entertainment multimedia titles in general and children titles specifically, they rely heavily on animation. Animation is used to attract attention. It is used to inform about the state of process. It is used for demonstration. You can use it to show people how things work. And it is used in interactive simulations. And let's now go to applications of multimedia. Nowadays, the application of multimedia are observed in various fields such as education, entertainment, business, and so on. They could be applied. Like right now, we are using it in education for teaching. So to communicate the message in the form of picture, in the form of sound, video, animation is the primary role of multimedia. Some of the application of multimedia are as follows. One, education. It's becoming more popular in the field of education, especially when you are engaging in long-distance learning or teaching. You must find a way of communicating to people from long distance. Every one of you, now if I ask you, some of you are, they are receiving this class in Ibadan. Some are in Abuja, some are in Lagos, some are in Port Harcourt, Uyo, Medugri, Kaduna, Sokoto, as the case may be, in different parts of the country, while some few ones are even abroad. And they are all lovely. Without this multimedia, it will be difficult for me to even get across to you. And I'm somewhere in Benin talking, and everyone is listening to me as if I assembled all of you into one class and we are receiving the same class. So that is one aspect of multimedia in education. It is commonly used to prepare study material for the students and provide them proper understanding of different subjects. So nowadays, entertainment, which is a combination of education and entertainment, has become very popular because people are good at it. These young individuals, they love using their mobile phones a lot. They love playing with their apps. So what is the best way of attracting their attention towards learning well? Oh, let's put it in form of multimedia content, put it in the app. They can be playing a game, and the game will also, in a way, be making them to learn something new, which is very good. So multimedia can help them achieve that particular goal. And another aspect of application of multimedia is in the area of entertainment. Computer graphics techniques, they are now used commonly in making movies and games. And this increased the growth of multimedia. Even before many of us started using multimedia for teaching, almost all of us, if we were asked this question, where do you think multimedia has been applied? All of us will voice entertainment. Use it for games, for different aspects. And that is multimedia. And in entertainment, the background noise, please, can you mute your mic? In entertainment, we have them in movies. They can give special audio and video effects and interchange the way movies are made nowadays. Difficult effect action are only possible through multimedia. So when you watch your Nollywood film, you see people disappearing and appearing. You see witches flying. You see people flying into the sky and moving around, going to heaven and back. All these are special effects that can only be possible via multimedia. Then in games is another area of entertainment. Like before I logged into this class, I was trying to while away the time. Of course, I was using my Android for playing some games because I always enjoy them. When I'm tensed up or I want to relax, I'll just go to the games aspect, play for maybe about 30 minutes to just relax the brain before I continue with what I'm doing. And it's engaging. And all these games, even if they are engaging, they are all developed multimedia applications. And they can provide fast action, 3D effects, and high quality sound effects, which are only possible via multimedia. The third aspect of application of multimedia in entertainment is in business. Okay, another one is in business. Today, multimedia is used in every aspect of business. That is multimedia in business. And there are some of the applications are marketing and advertisement. People come online, create some jingles. All these ones are possible via multimedia. Different advertisement and marketing ideas about any product on television and internet is possible with multimedia.
Teacher, your number Alhaji Kaka, who's doing on my phone now?
Can you mute your mic, please? Person talking. Video conferencing is another area. People can hold meetings. Like yesterday, I had 2 meetings between my school and myself. So I was here, they were somewhere transmitting and talking, and I was in my house watching them and then going through results and everything they were presenting, which is good. And that is video conferencing. So it enables one to communicate using audio and video between 2 different locations through the computer. When the information is sent across the world, this technology provides cost benefit, which saves their time, energy, and money. Then the fourth application is in medicine. The use of multimedia in medicine is increasing rapidly. Here, doctors can be trained by looking at a virtual surgery, which is a simulator. Using multimedia, they can simulate how the human body is affected by diseases spread by viruses and bacteria, and then develop techniques to fight it. The important aspect here is that a lot of persons are scared of live corpses. When they see a corpse, some persons may throw up, they may even faint. This is a dead body. No, I don't want to look at it. But you can simulate all those features via multimedia, and they can see maybe that particular dead body being simulated via video, and then they can interact. And with time, it will even make them to overcome their fearful effects. In research, multimedia is used to discuss or make prototype about the invention and theory of different people. We can also use multimedia to investigate through the materials available on the internet. When we look at all this, we ask ourselves this question: do we actually have any benefits in terms of multimedia? Does it have any benefits? The answer is yes. Number one, multimedia is very user-friendly. It doesn't take much energy out of the user, in the sense that you can sit and watch the presentation, you can read the text and hear the audio. You can even record it like we are recording. Keep it. 2 days' time, you can bring it out, play back again, and be going through what I've said. It is multi-sensorial. When you talk about sensorial, you know we have 5 sense organs: organ for touch, for sight, for hearing, for smell, for speech. Each of these organs helps us receive information from different aspects. So when you are using multimedia, it uses a lot of the user senses while making use of multimedia. For instance, you can be hearing. While you are listening, you can also be seeing what is taking place in the background, watching the facial features of the presenter to know whether what the person is trying to define, the person is actually serious about that definition. And then you can also talk, feedback. The person will ask you, do you understand what I'm saying? You can say yes or no. So you can see that in this case, you are hearing, you are seeing, you are talking. It can involve more than one of your sense organs. It is integrated and interactive, meaning all the different mediums are integrated. You have different mediums, you have video, you have graphics, the animation, you have the pictures, you have the audio, you have the pictures, and then you have the text. All of them are put together into one compartment and being transmitted to you. That means they are integrated and you can interact with them as much as possible. And so this interactivity is even becoming more interesting because of the possibility of you giving feedback, relaying your opinion back to the person talking, telling the person that, oh, I understand this or I don't understand that. It is also flexible. Because it is digital, it can easily be changed to fit different situations and audiences. It can be used for a wide variety of audiences, ranging from one person to a whole group. Shortcomings, that means it also has some disadvantages. Information overload. Because it is so easy to use, it can contain too much information. I will record my video, I'll send it to you, you store it on your system. You have about 5 other courses, they will record the video, they will give you the content, that is the lecture notes, they will give you the video, you will save everything on your computer. Before you know it, it's running out of space because you are packing too much of information into that little space. And it takes time to compile. You can always tell people, preparing for an online class is more difficult than when you go for a face-to-face class. For a face-to-face class, you can go there with your textbook. You are looking at it, you are explaining. But for online class, you are extracting a summary of that class and putting it in slide. You are also timing it so that it doesn't exceed the time that you are giving. So even though it is flexible, it takes time to put the original draft together. It can be expensive, that is true. We are having Zoom now. My data is going. By the time we finish this class, I will discover that I've used almost 1.5 gigabytes for the transmission of the lecture. Then when I do it for like 2 hours, I may have used like 2 gigabytes. So it is not cheap. So multimedia makes use of a wide variety, a wide range of resources, which can cost you a large amount of money. Too much makes it unpractical. Large files like video and audio has an effect of the time it takes for your presentation to build. So when the content in those files becomes too much, when you are opening them, it takes a lot of time for the files to come out and you start using it. Then let's look at multimedia and hypermedia. History of multimedia. Multimedia and hypermedia. History of multimedia. Multimedia in the first, they started as newspaper. I think that is the first mass communication medium that used text, graphics, and images. From newspapers, which was some hundreds of years ago, we now have motion pictures, which was conceived in the 1830s in order to observe motion too rapid for perception by the human eyes. From motion picture, we now transmitted into wireless radio transmission. And Marconi, Italian inventor, was able to do that. And then from radio, we now had television, which was a new medium of the 20th century that established video as a commonly available medium and has since changed the world of mass communication. From television, we now talk about computers. Oh, I was supposed to edit this. I didn't do that. That was my last class. I didn't do that. We now went to the computer, which was what we are using up to today. And then hypertext came about in the early 90s, okay, 1960s. 67, Nicolas Negroponte formed the Architecture Machine Group. And then Douglas Engelbart was the one that demonstrated the online system, another very early hypertext program. Nelson and Van Dam of Brown University created an early hypertext editor called Fresh in 1969. 1976, Massachusetts Institute of Technology Architecture Machine Group proposed a project entitled Multiple Media, and that was where the term multimedia came about. So Negroponte and Wisner co-founded MIT Media Lab. And 1989, Sir Tim Berners-Lee proposed the World Wide Web. And then 1990, Krishna Hooper headed the Apple Multimedia Lab. 1991, MPEG Motion Picture Expert Group was approved as an international standard for digital video. And that led to the newer standard of MPEG 2, MPEG 4, and further MPEG in the 1990s. 1991, introduction of personal digital assistance began a new period in the use of computers in multimedia. 1992, Joint Photographic Expert Group JPEG was accepted as the international standard for digital image compression, and that led to the new JPEG 2000 standard. 1992, the first M-bone audio multicast on the net was built. 1993, University of Illinois National Center for Supercomputing was formed, and then application to use NCSA as National Center for Supercomputing, MUSIC, the first full-fledged browser. In 1994, Jim Clark and Mark Andreessen created the Netscape platform. 1995, Java language was created for platform independent application development. 1996, we have DVD video, which was introduced. High quality full-length movies were distributed on a single disc. 1998, SML 1.0 was announced as a World Wide Web Consortium recommendation. And in 1998, handheld MP3 devices first made inroads into the consumer market. They're using it as an iPod, they use it to play music and all that. 2000, World Wide Web size was estimated at over 1 billion pages. Today, the number of pages on the World Wide Web is over 100 billion, and it is still growing. I think this one will take us to the end of this first class, which is that of multimedia. If we have any questions, we can ask. If we have any question, we can ask.
Thank you, sir. My question is that it's like my course material, the one I'm having here with me, is different from the one you are using. Are you going to help us with the slide?
The point is this: your course material is given to you as a guide. We are not supposed to copy everything word for word on your course material and be using it. So we're also encouraged to go outside, look for other materials that are more updated, put them there, but they are not different from your course material. It's just that the sequence is what you are not seeing here. I just don't want it to be a copied kind of material. That was what I was avoiding. Person that asks question, you can't talk.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the next class. Okay, I will try to confirm with your course material so that you see the difference. I don't want to be restricted to a particular material.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sorry, sir. Can we get this slide? Because I know that this is like
Of course,
a
it's
summary
your
of what
right.
we
You
have.
get your slide and the video later.
All right, thank you.
You will get everything. I'm supposed to send everything to you. I'll post them on the course page. You can download them using them.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
It's your property, please. I can't just record and keep it to myself. You will get everything later,
Okay.
please.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you, sir.
Yes. The slide we posted on a particular page. I've created it on your course page. You will see the slide. You can download it in PowerPoint and be using it. The video, you can also download it like that and be playing it as much as possible. Any other question, please? Any other question? Okay, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll start the other class immediately.